and I click it. Okay, cool. So we're doing video. So what is video? Video is basically the recording, reproducing, or broadcasting of images, of moving visual images. This is used in the multimedia industry in all aspects, so film, music videos, basically anything within the industry pretty much uses video. So it's very relevant these days to the industry as a whole. And without video, there's a real, I don't know how the multimedia industry would be today.
Okay guys, so just gonna give a quick rundown on the video types. So we have analog video. So analog video is the representation of multiple images through the use of a time-varying analog signal. This signal indicates the brightness and color information within the video signal. So analog video can be found on video content presented through analog electronic systems such as VHS videotapes, non-digital broadcast TV, and non-cable TV. Currently, most of the multimedia industry has converted to digital video, making the use of analog video obsolete.
Where do we find analog video these days?
These days?
If you were to answer in a museum, you would be correct.
True. Okay, so analog video is linear. So have you guys ever used a VHS tape? And when you guys want to go back or go to somewhere specific, you have to like forward or rewind all the way to it. So yeah, so that's what it means by that it's linear. And analog video, the problem with it is that it experiences generation loss. So this is the loss of quality through copying or transcodes of data. So if you tried to copy the video from a VHS, the quality gets worse every time you copy it. So that's basically generation loss. And moving on to digital video, which is the representation of multiple digital images through encoded digital data. Digital videos are made of binary codes, so ones and zeros, that represent the video imaging computers can read. So digital video can pretty much be found everywhere in technology. So digital video can be found on video content presented through digital electronic systems, such as DVDs, computers, and smart TVs. One of the benefits from digital video is that it doesn't not experience generation loss, which is great. And so digital video is now pretty much the standard for video quality in the multimedia industry. This is just basically due to the control over the quality that digital videos provide.
Cool, yeah. This is not me.
File size. Frame rate is the number of images photographed per second is referred to as the frame rate of the movie. It is measured in frames per second. So, as you can see in this photo,
Actually in front of the microphone. You have to stand in front of the microphone. You've got a mouse in front of you. Why not move that? Because we are capturing mouse movements as well.
So 24 frames per second is originally used in cinematic movies such as The Avengers, Fast and Furious, and The Flash. The movement we make in reality is 60 frames per second. In this second photo, if you think about it,
We're 60 frames a second. We're analog, dude. We don't have a number of frames.
So good at that.
So if you think about 150,000 frames per second. If you think about it, it's taking 150,000 photos per second. It is used to show that slow motion effect. Image size is a dimension of the length and width of the digital image. It is usually measured in pixels, but some graphics programs allow you to view and work with your image in equivalent inches or centimeters. This can be done through the DSLR or through Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom. Color depth, also known as bit depth, is either the number of bits used to indicate the color of a single pixel. in a bitmapped image or video frame buffer, or the number of bits used for each other component of a single pixel.
Okay, video compression. This has sort of been explained through other slides, but we'll go through it. So when recording through a H2 camo, you end up with a very big size video file. So when you send that through social media such as Messenger, so you send your friends a video, it gets compressed, it can't send the entire file, or depending on how big it is. So in the professional sense, people want to compress the video file to essentially make it smaller, and one of those things that was recommended was Wondershare Video Converter. Okay, so there's the two main things is the lossy, in which unnecessary information is discarded. In this top picture you see there's a high compression, so it makes the image low quality. So it's the same sense in a video. If it's highly compressed, then the quality of the video is going to go down and it's going to look like that, such. And then the other one is low compression, so the quality is high. It's just the opposite. Different version of it. Yeah. And then lossless is the opposite, so no data of anything has been removed, so the file is still large. You see that in a WAV file when the audio is uncompressed, so the file is large of a WAV file. Yeah. That's about it for lossless, and that's about it for file types. Yes, sir.
So you can't touch.
This guy. Me? No.
Is it me? Oh, wow, okay. MPEG stands for Moving Picture Expert Group. It is an organization that develops standard for encoding and compressing digital images and audios. Using large MPEG video files requires a decent computer, including processor speed, memory card, large hard drive, etc. It is generally produces better high quality video than competing formats. AVI is a multimedia container format introduced by Microsoft in November 1992 as part of its Video for Windows software. AVI files can contain both audio and video data in a file container that allows audio with video playback. MP4 is a digital multimedia container.
Tell us what they are. Don't read the damn slides.
MP4 is commonly used throughout multimedia because not only compresses the audio and video but delivers high quality. It is widely used for showing high quality videos through YouTube, Netflix, Facebook, etc.
Alright, video editing. Import and export to copy information from one computer or computer program.
Don't read the slides.
Oh, that's not a hard part.
Look, folks, we don't need you to read your slides to us. We know how to read. Don't just put text on a slide. Give us examples, for goodness sake.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Don't read the slides to us.
So an example here would be obviously. Oh, dang. Alright. So example here would be a file obviously going to a computer, then that's importing, right? To another computer would be exporting. So transfer. Hey, that's right. Let's go. So transition. So like in multimedia, After Effects would be transition. So a simple scene cut to another scene. So alright. So hammer here will be transition to another scene. So like fade black. Alright. Then it would just set to another scene. Yeah. I'm doing alright. I'm doing all good. I'm doing this. Alright, titles, so pretty much is what you see up front, straight up. So imagine a book, you'll see pretty much anything. So like that can be a title for a book. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, sorry. Special effects. So this would be usually used in videos or images. So for twisting, it will be like a rotating video, so it will either twist in and curve out, in, out, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Alright, that's sort of one of them-ish. because that's different. Zooming would be like, imagine Isaac. You see him from a distance, then you zoom in, so you just go really close. So that's zooming, yeah? Okay, rotating, same thing as a spin, but rotating like images would be, what do you call that? 90-degree angle or landscape or portrait, horizontal, or the other one. Slow motion would be like the TV series The Flash. You know how it runs really fast? He sees the world in slow motion. So
By reality, people see him fast.
yeah, so he see what did you say again?
But in reality, the people see Flash.
Yeah, see Flash run really fast. So pretty much. Okay. Time lapse. Oh, you say that one. I don't know time lapse.
Well, there's two methods they can do time lapse. One is recording and one is taking shot. Professional photographers recommend shooting shots because you can change the image quality to RAW, which uncompresses the images.
Alright, cool. This I don't know explain, but distorting would be usually used on an image, so you either can like skew that or warp it. But distorting, like, example would be your face. Imagine like blinds will come down, like distort your face, so my eyes would go.
Is it blinds?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, like. Hold on. So imagine a face, right? So the face is like that, alright? Okay.
Or you.
And then distorting will either have like this type of blur-ish effect, which make the whole face go like lanky.
So we got a monkey tick.
No.
What do you mean? Oh, so it's like closed.
Yeah, like it would just get squished up and everything, alright?
Yeah, or you. Good job.
Synchronizing sound would be like this. You can remove and fix the sounds from a music. So you're in the city, right? You hear too much sounds around you, so you hear the humming when you're hearing it on the earphones. Imagine you record something, then you want to hear it, then you hear humming. So you can either use that to fix it up. Oh, I think that's it. Oh crap! Oh yeah. All right.
Oh my god. Well, my one doesn't do that. It doesn't zoom and whatever. All right, cool. So we got color balance, and that's the adjustment of the intensities of colors and basic. And it's just when you have a video file and you have the background of whatever you're shooting, you're gonna want to balance the colors out, because if you have too much yellow, you have too much blue, you have too much red, it's just gonna overpower the image. So color balance is just changing that so that the colors are balanced. Brightness is the visual perception in which a source appears to be radiating or reflecting light, and this can brighten up shots, making it so that the image appears to be brighter than it actually is, and that can be done through filters and stuff like that in post. I'm sorry, look, it's
when
just...
you listen back to this, you're going to look like idiots, you all want to eat chips, and the flash on the keyboard is going to sound really, really, really loud and annoying.
I didn't say it. Okay, blurring is the apparent streaking of a rapidly moving object. So blurring can be used in the background of an image or on a single focus point, depending on what you want in post. So you see in those images there, so you see this one, it's just normal, where the subject and the background is all normally framed. And then you can see here, the subject is more focused in, and then the background is blurred out to focus more attention onto the subject of the shot. I'm sorry. Morphing, what is that? Morphing.
A really good example of morphing.
Oh, okay. So morphing is the changing of one image into another through seamless transitions. You can see there, it's Snoop Dogg turning into a dog. So yeah, it's just an effect that makes motion pictures and animations change or morph. That's it. Yeah.